awaits.
The following contest is your main event of the evening and is an Ultimate X match. Introducing first from Mumbai, India, Sonjay Dutt.
You know, I had the opportunity to do a little math work, a little background on the 4 competitors that will compete in this Ultimate X matchup. Sonjay Dutt, first man headed to the ring. The one thing that I can tell you, JB, is that among the 4, not one man has ever won Ultimate X. Sonjay Dutt has competed 4 times, 0 for 4.
And his opponent from Long Island, New York,
Vedder earlier tonight, earning his shot, his opportunity, and now this is all about opportunity for Vedder. Certainly what we have seen from him previously. One night only pay-per-views, Destination X appearances. His chance to be part of Impact Wrestling and a full-time opportunity awaits him. Vedder has competed just 1 time in the past in Ultimate X. He looks to gain his first win in Ultimate X right now.
And their opponent from Philly, Rashad Cameron.
Well, we labeled it as an upset. Rashad Cameron earlier tonight gained this spot in Ultimate X with the win over DJZ. The one thing that separates Rashad Cameron from the opposition, from his 3 opponents, and that is Rashad Cameron, he has never been in an Ultimate X matchup. This is his first time. Is that going to hurt him? Well, when you talk about this structure, obviously it is like nothing else, and Rashad Cameron is going to find that out very quickly.
And their opponent from Brooklyn, New York, Low-Key.
Have to admit, when I did the homework, I was surprised that Low-Key had never won an Ultimate X matchup. It was just one of those things when you think back, the history that he had here, the effect that he made. We referenced him earlier as one of the pioneers of the X division. Yes, Low-Key has competed before. This will be the 4th time that he's been in Ultimate X. But in terms of scoreboard, 0 for 3 to this point. The one thing we can say between Low-Key, Rashad Cameron, Sonjay Dutt, and Vedder, one of these 4 men will be able to brag that they have finally won an Ultimate X matchup, and maybe even more importantly, they can brag about the future shot at the X Division Championship. Let's not forget that Sonata, who just had a hard-fought match with Austin Aries, going to be watching this match intently, knowing that when the time arises, if he is still X Division champion, one of these men will be his opponent. And you mentioned, I think it's interesting that you say that nobody in this matchup has won the Ultimate X before. I think it just goes to show you how difficult that this match is, especially when you throw not 1, not 2, but 3 other people you have to look out for the entire time. Earlier we saw a ladder match. When you go for the top, when you climb that ladder, you know there's a good chance you're going to be pulled down and have a bad landing. That is an idea multiplied by 10. It's almost guaranteed in Ultimate X, right? When you have the Ultimate X, you go for that center, you're going to either win or you're going to come crashing down in a bad landing. And again, this is not about pins. It's not about submission. It's all about, oh my, climbing the structure, making your way across the cables, and pulling down the X. Another signature Low-Key move. And the thing is here, this will not be stopped due to ref break. As anything goes in this Ultimate X match, Sonjay Dutt having the presence of mind to stop that. Yeah, the strategy behind that is why let Low-Key weaken an opponent when you can connect with a drop kick like that, take care of 2 men, and maybe open things up for you to climb up the structure. Rashad Cameron has other ideas for Sonjay, and he just caught him with a headbutt.
And as we saw the setup of this structure, it's just, unless you're up there, it's almost impossible to imagine how high that is, especially when you look at the fact that what awaits you is a bad landing.
And you just saw Rashad Cameron with a bad landing. And you may have noticed that Rashad Cameron looked a little tentative going up the side structure. I think that's because he's never been here before. First opportunity. Oh, my.
Wow, look at this.
Look at this. Is right. Again, it's low key with almost like a version, I believe, of a dragon sleeper. It's what it looked like. Now as we come back with another angle, I can see that low key has decided to give up on that hold and try and fight his way away from Sonjay Dutt.
And look at Cameron on the other side, scaling the rope now.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to be aware of that. And Sonjay, elevated by Ace Vedder, and then a drop kick to the knee of Rashad Cameron. That may come back to haunt Rashad Cameron as this match goes on. As you see him favoring the leg and the knee, that could inhibit him from both climbing the structure and making his way across the cable.
And if you could see in the eyes of Ace Vedder, immediately after that move, the first thing he did was he was looking up. He was looking at the way, the path to victory. How was he going to do it? What corner was he going to go to? How was he going to climb the scale, the ropes to the center, and grab that X?
Most experienced of the four men in Ultimate X, Sonjay Dutt, able to kick Vedder down. And Sonjay decided at that point that it was better, I think, with noticing that he had three opponents in the ring, rather than try and go out on that island and make his way across the cables and run the risk of being pulled down. He realized that he needed to wear down the opposition more before he goes to take down the X, as Vedder got rocked in the corner with the kick.
Wow, check that out. Unbelievable kick from Sonjay Dutt, who just floored by low-key a boot of his own.
Oh, we saw the chest of Chris Sabin earlier as a result of the low-key chops. Dutt feels the chop. Then both Cameron and Vedder feel the striking power from the boots of low-key. Wow. Dutt just flings low-key out to the floor, and that's good strategy in an Ultimate X match. Clear the ring, clear the path, make that opening to take down the X, and gain a future shot at the X Division title.
Well, I'll tell you what, very evenly matched thus far as these four competitors. And what I dare say, the opening moments of the match, kind of a feeling out process in the fact that there have been some attempts to go to the center to scale the ropes, but now it's an opportunity when that fatigue starts to set in that you have to consider going to the top and scaling the ropes on a more frequent basis. Those opportunities will be there. Low-key doing it now.
And low-key, with his back to the ring, what he does is he opens himself up for this kind of a situation. When you've got your back to the ring, that enables someone like Cameron to come in from behind. But low-key, the series of elbows going to try and fight Cameron on. Instead, Ace Vedder's going to do the dirty work.
Wow. Ace Vedder just came up out of nowhere and tossed.
Whoa. Look at that throw. Wow.
And Cameron had no idea. Cameron didn't see that coming either. He was focused solely on low-key, and before you know it, tossed to the center of the ring by Ace Vedder. So impressive.
And as we come back live, you see the after effects of what we have witnessed to this point as all four competitors are down. First to get to his feet with the use of the ropes in the corner is low-key. Sonjay on the far side, the same thing. Runs right into the double key, right into the double boots from low-key. Oh, and then avoids as low-key comes flying across the ring. Smart move by Sonjay. Here he goes. Oh, with a leg drop. And actually, a leg drop and a strike at the same time to the back of the head of low-key. Vedder comes flying across, able to knock Sonjay down, and then gets the elbow up for Cameron.
Wow. Rashad Cameron.
Where'd he come up with that?
Wow, let's take another look at this.
Innovative move, and how about the leg power and the leg strength behind this move by Rashad Cameron?
Nice. Gotta know that after that, Ace Vedder knocked silly. After just landing right on his head, courtesy of Rashad Cameron, and now it's low key. It's Cameron in the center of the ring.
And they square off with Cameron trying to beat Low Key in his own game. The chops to the chest of Low Key. The uppercut forearm. Ooh, Key springs off the ropes. And a stiff, lethal kick to the side of the head of Cameron may gain him enough separation, because that's really what this is all about. Creating that space, gaining that separation from your three opponents.
And look, there's no one near Low Key right now. This is an opportune moment for Low Key to scale the cables, get to the center, and grab the X.
And you notice this time when Low Key gets to the top, he turns around so that he's headed out face forward towards that X. Sonjay slides back in and able to take Low Key down from the cables. The side Russian leg sweep by Dutt sent Low Key back of his head first. But then when Sonjay turns around, he's got to deal with a flying drop kick from Cameron.
From a strategic standpoint, Mike, you have to realize as well, all four, especially at this stage, realize when you go for the X, you have to have some amount of energy. Just the fact that you have to scale your own body weight to the center of the ring takes so much energy. Look out.
Wow. Full force impact behind the Low Key drop kick. But it's more than just a drop kick. The speed that he comes. The impact behind both boots for Cameron.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the ring post was not there to stop Rashad Cameron, he would have probably ended up in the fifth row. So much force coming in from Low Key, delivers those kicks like no one else can. And right now, Sonjay Dutt and Key in the center of the ring.
Low Key takes Dutt up. Dutt able to fight him off. And then Sonjay Dutt answers by driving the back of the head of Low Key into the mat. Again, what hangs in the balance is not only the signature X, but also the future shot at the X Division Championship. Sonjay looks up, spies the X. And now a different strategy by Sonjay. Everybody else that we've seen that climbs up the structures has been on the inside. Sonjay goes to the outside, and I think it helps him because now he's got great vision, and there's not going to be anybody that comes in from behind, at least at this point. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's he going?
Oh, boy. This is when this match becomes...
Are you kidding me?
So nerve-wracking, so high up in the air, so dangerous, and look, Ace Vedder taking the other route.
Yeah, because Ace Vedder, you just cannot allow Sonjay to climb all the way to the top and then make your way down the middle, which you could do from the structure there and not have to go all the way across the cables. So Vedder realizes that somebody's got to climb up here and try and, well, meet Sonjay in the middle.
And as you can see, Mike, that is far from a completely steady structure. It is
kidding.
supported with cables. And obviously, it's something the balance is just, it's got to be spot on, or it could be really, really bad for either one of these competitors.
This is so dangerous up here for both Sonjay Dutt and Ace Vedder.
I mean, one bad slip, Mike.
Two of them fighting at the top, and you're right, especially this deep into the match, where maybe because of perspiration or anything, you could just have that slip all the way from the top of the structure. And boy, that shot really puts it into perspective just how high risk this is. Wait a minute, Sonjay, what's he gonna try to suplex him up there? Are you kidding me?
They are up in the rafters.
Sonjay looks comfortable up there, fighting and punching and striking to the back of Vedder. I mean, if it's at all possible to be comfortable, how uncomfortable I am just watching this.
Wow, look at this.
Camel clutch.
Great
applied.
camera work. Wow, look how high they are.
Yeah, you saw Ace Vedder tapping out, but this isn't about submissions. You can tap out all you want.
Keep your eyes on Rashad Cameron in the ring.
There's the opening for Cameron in his first ever Ultimate X. Now he's just a couple of feet away from taking down the X and getting the title shot.
What is Sonjay? Sonjay's going to try and drop down. Sonjay Dutt is making his way to meet Cameron halfway.
All about preventing Cameron from taking down the X, stomping on his hands. But meanwhile, on the far side, nobody saw Low Ki. Low Ki slides in. Low Ki, he's maybe 1 or 2 hand grips away from taking down the X. He scissors the cable. Smart move. Now he can take down the X. The second that he does, he can win it. And he just took it down, and Low Ki has done it.
Your winner, Low Ki.
Wow. What a victory for Low Ki, and what a nail biter. What an ending to the Ultimate X match. All 4 men on the structure making a play for the X. And in the end, it was Low Ki able to outsmart his fellow combatants in this unbelievable Ultimate X match, capture the X, and a shot at the X Division Championship.
And JB, we have to go back. Take a quick look at the highlights of this incredible Ultimate X matchup. So competitive in its nature. You know, it finally came down to Sonjay coming across, being met by Ace Vedder at the top. That opened things up. Yes, for Low Ki to slide in. Low Ki on the cable. Low Ki takes down the X. And yes, Low Ki has done it.
What a win as the X Division Championship title match awaits for your winner at Extravaganza. Your winner of the Ultimate X, Low Ki.